We're going live. We're going live on YouTube, video streaming, and simulcasting on radio. Hello, everybody out there in radio land. You can come see us. Yeah, Michelle's with me today. Uh, Charlotte is supposed to be joining us. She hasn't joined us yet, but I don't know. Maybe she forgot or fell asleep. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, but here we are for another fabulous Psychic Cafe live. That's right. Come on in the cafe here. Grab your coffee and tea, pull up a chair. Let's hang out, talk tarot, numerology, anything psychic. Learn them on and animal communication and astrology and numerology and you name it. That's right. Come hang out with us. You can also call into the show. Yep. You can call into the show. It's 714-816-4628. As soon as you get through, press 1 on your dial pad. That lets us know you want to be live on air with Michelle and I. Now, if you don't want to be live on air, you just want to listen to the show, that's another way you can listen to the show. You just dial in. But if you want to be live on air, press 1 on your dial pad. Press 1 on your dial pad as soon as you get through. 714-816-4628. And likewise, if you are already dialed in or you're listening to us on radio, come over to YouTube. We are The Psychic Cafe. You can search it on YouTube, click on the channel. You might have to go into the filters and click channels so you get our channel. Click, go to the channel. Although lately I've been doing searches, Michelle, and it comes up pretty much to the top. And
Yeah.
once you get to the channel, you're going to see the live that is currently live because it's going to have red live everywhere, right? So click on that and you can get into the chat room with us. Half the show half the show takes place in the chat room. By the way, Eileen's in there, and Eileen bought us a cup of coffee on Monday, and then
Wow, nice.
she went to go to the show, and there was no show because we had to cancel.
Oh, that's right. Oh my goodness.
So I just in chat told Eileen that you get first dibs, on a reading. Like if you got a question,
Absolutely.
Eileen, just type in your question. We'll take your question first. No waiting. By the way, that's how it works. For those of you that are new here, you can go to psychic.cafe/coffee. I'm going to put that in the shoot. I guess I'm not going to do that because I don't have the link. I actually have to copy the link so I can paste it in. Dan just popped in there. Evan's in there. Hi, Evan. Welcome to Psychic
Hi,
Cafe.
Evan.
Okay, let me give that URL out again. It's psychic.cafe/coffee. It's basically our tip jar. But if if you're just enjoying the shows and you want to send us some love, go over to psychic.cafe/coffee, buy us a cup of coffee. But there's a little secret that Eileen knows. Oh, Nettie's in there now too. Hi, Nettie. And the little man, that was loud, Michelle.
Sorry.
Remember, mute is your friend if you're not
Yeah.
talking. Psychic.cafe/coffee. If you buy us a cup of coffee and in the chat on YouTube, yeah. So if you're on the telephone and you do this, what you do is you can send me a private message on Facebook or something, but I might miss it. But if you go into the chat on YouTube, by the way, there's a fast way to get there. Psychic.cafe/live. Psychic.cafe/live will always take you into the live on YouTube. And in there, just put in your area code, say, I'm area code 619. My name is Dave. I just bought you a cup of coffee. Guess what? We stop whatever we're doing and we go right to you. We go right to your call. And the same thing's true for the questions in chat. We just go right to the question. Oh, speaking of the question in chat, some of the folks in chat, Anika's in there now. Hi, Anika. Some of the folks in chat, Michelle, are asking about, getting a question. Yeah, all you got to do is type your question in. Yeah, there's no list to get on. You don't have to ask, can I have a reading? Nothing like that. Just say, I'd like a general message from the universe, or, what do my guides or my angels want me to know right now? And we'll pull a card or two for you. But if you have a specific question, that works even better. Type in your specific question and we will take your question as it comes in. I think I'm getting messages here. And Krista, I forget how she goes in. She hasn't said anything in chat, but I think she's listening in because I gave her the link. Maybe she's watching. She bought us a cup of coffee the other day too. So big thanks
Oh,
to,
okay.
yeah, that's
Thank
Christiana.
you.
It's
Yes.
with all Y's, Christiana, and she just became a member of the Tarot Guild too.
Hmm.
She got in on the summer sale. Yeah. So here's the bad news.
Congratulations and welcome in.
Congratulations, but the summer sale ended on Sunday. You know, it was like
Goodness,
the
yeah.
yeah, it was the end of August, beginning of September. Summer sale's over because we're going into fall now. But we just had Labor Day, and guess what? We did a Labor Day sale, but it's not just for Monday. It is Labor Day and week sale. I call it that on purpose because I knew we were going to keep that sale going through this coming weekend. So you still can get some great deal. Not as great as the summer sale. I do admit we go crazy on the summer sale. But you can get 30% off everything. Like you can get 30% off readings with me, membership. Here, let me show you real quick. Here we go, Michelle. Labor Day and week sale. Yep, you can get your membership, and there's your membership certificate if you're looking on the video here. And then there's the certified tarot reader certificate. Now, if you're not a tarot reader, don't worry about it because we have psychic advisor, certified numerologist, astrologer, whatever it is your modality is, you just test out on it and we get you certified. And then there's higher levels for professional readers, and you've been a pro for a while. So there's certified professional tarot reader, there's tarot master, master psychic advisor, and so forth. So if you go over to psychic.cafe/Labor Day, I know Labor Day's over, but we're doing the whole week. Labor Day. Let me put this URL in the chat for everybody. Psychic.cafe/Labor Day. All right. And we have a professionals package. It's let me double check that I'm calling it the right thing. I'm going to go to the sale page myself. Professionals package, and it's $149. It includes your membership in the Tarot Guild and professional certification. Normally, the Tarot Guild is $78 a year. Professional certification, 138. We're giving you 35. We're giving you 30% off on both, $149. Also, we have the professionals package deal plus. That includes my course. So you get my course, normally $297. You get my course membership and certification for $199. That's $300 off. That's right. And my readings right now are $69, 30% off right now. You can go to my page, psychic.cafe/Dax, or just go to the sale page. I mean, it's easier. You have to scroll down a bit towards the bottom to hit the booking button, but it's right there on the Labor Day sale page. 30% off. It's $69 a session, normally $99.99. That's right. All righty. So let's see, Michelle. Cards of the day. I got the heart of the matter card when I shuffled and cut the deck, and I got the Eight of Pentacles. Hard at work on one's, skilled labor, and that's how you get better, right? That's
Hmm.
how you master, is by doing that skill over and over again. Eight is abundance in numerology. All the eights in tarot give us a pathway to abundance. That's the whole idea. Okay. Which is also true, the energy of the number two for the two cards, the four cards, the seven cards. Yeah. Numerology is intimately intertwined in tarot. Then after I cut the deck, got the heart of the matter card, I got the card of the day, which is the 8 of Cups. There's that 8 again. Abundance. This is talking about what we let go of and move onwards and upwards. Cups are emotions. So typically it's talking about emotional baggage, but it doesn't have to be just that. It could also be projects and ideas for businesses and business or ideas in your business and so forth that you're not, giving up on, throwing away, but you're putting them. See how they're neatly stacked, the cups? All Most of the 8 of Cups cards depict it that way, especially Waite Smith. And this Llewellyn deck is kind of based on that. At least the minor arcana are. And put them on the back shelf, put them on the back burner, we used to say, and focus on the one thing. That's what this card combination is talking about. Okay. Anything that is, beliefs that no longer serve you, relationships that no longer serve you, that might be preventing you getting ahead and getting your abundance flowing. Okay. Letting go of all that. And then also the idea that, okay, focus in on one idea and get very skillful at that. Let everything else go for now. And take some refresher courses, take additional courses, hire a coach, and really study up and really practice your skill. That is what this is. Or develop a new skill. And then there's the cat. I never noticed the cat before.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think I did either.
One of
Wow.
one and I guess it's because this is the Llewellyn version. The cat doesn't appear in the Waite Smith version. There is a cat on the Ace of Wands, which means independence, and that is one of the symbolism of the feline is very independent. We all know that, right? They have their own mind, and that's what this is talking about. Sometimes you have to get some alone time to get abundant. You have to work on this stuff. Yeah. All righty. That's what I got. What'd you get, Michelle?
Well, it's really interesting because I got, where am I at here? The Knight of Wands and the King of Cups. And I feel like to go along with what you were saying, it's time to stop pondering and stop sitting in the should I go forward? Let me just collect all these ideas and grab that one idea that attracts you the most and go for it and take that action. Because when you're at the page, you just need to start doing that research and doing the main stuff. But when you're the king, that's when you're taking the action and doing the harder stuff.
Mm.
But as Dax was saying, just put everything over here except for the one thing you're going to work on, and that's what you're going to take action with.
Yep.
So I feel like this is just backing up everything he just said.
Mm. It sounds perfect. It's right in alignment with that.
Yeah.
Real quickly in the chat, I wanted to say we take the phone calls in the order that they come in. Same with the questions in chat. So just put your question in once and then be patient. Okay. And like I said, we may or may not get to all the questions and all the phone calls. So what do? What do they do, Michelle?
Well, they can buy us a cup of coffee or,
Right. Then we stop whatever we're doing. We jump
yep,
right to your call or your question in chat.
yep.
Just let us know
And
in the chat
yep,
that you bought us a cup of coffee. And if you're on the phone lines, let us know the area code. By the way, Eileen does have her question, and she's the one that bought us a cup of coffee on Monday. And Eileen, she said she's on the phone lines. What is your area code?
yes.
What is your area code, Eileen? Put it in the chat so I know which line to pick up. we're going to go to your call first because you bought us a cup of coffee. She followed the rules. You don't have to do that, of course, but you're taking your chances. You're taking your chances that we'll get to. Hopefully, we will get to. So we've got questions coming in from Nettie and Evan, and I don't even know who else. There's drops of juniper came in. Wants a message from the universe. Eileen's got a question about her gallery. Again, Eileen, we're waiting on you. We're waiting to find out what area code you're calling in from so we can pick up the correct line. She said she wrote it 305.
305.
Well, I went back and I scrolled through and I'm scrolling through the entire chat right now, and I don't see anywhere except for the 305 you just put. Yeah. I thought that was you because that was the first caller, but I wasn't entirely sure. And hey, this is a great time to call in right now. Actually, one or two just dropped off. So dial in 714-816-4628. That's 714-816-4628. Press 1 on your dial pad as soon as you get through if you want to be live on air with us. But we just had a couple of callers drop off. So if you call in now, you're going to be just a couple of callers away. Okay. And then this line I'm going to mark is Eileen. And let's see if we can bring her live. Hi, Eileen. Thanks for the cup of coffee.
Hi, Dax.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hi, Eileen.
Well, I'm much better. Dan, are you Danielle? Dan? I don't know your name. I'm sorry.
No, that's Michelle. Okay,
I'm
that's
Michelle.
that
Michelle.
Dan. The Dan
Michelle.
that you've been talking to in the chat is actually her husband, Daniel,
Yes.
and
Okay.
he's one of our lifetime members, and he is one of our moderators in chat. So how you been?
Yes.
I'm getting better. I'm doing better. I've been working with this gallery in my town for 5 years. And he just had something really heavy come down on him. So I pulled all my artwork out of there, but then I never felt agitated in my soul, in my stomach. You know, I never got that emotional. Why are you doing that? Because I felt neutral. I felt balanced because they've always paid me everything they've sold. So I decided to bring it back in, and they welcomed me back in there. So I'm back in there now. And the artwork there is very different than what I paint. It's a very different style, but they love me because a lot of European people come in there and buy my work, but not my originals yet. But I want to know, do you see him at some point taking some of my originals in there and selling them?
Okay.
What do you think, Michelle? You going to pull some cards on that?
Absolutely, I can.
I've been working with them for 5 years.
Okay.
And
they've only been taking, they have not been taking your originals?
No, because I study fine art, and what they sell is more like pop art.
But they have been.
But
they've been selling her prints, though.
My prints and my cards, you know, very affordable. Yeah, 5 years.
Right.
Yeah, this is the third gallery they moved to.
Oh, wow. I am getting, so the first card I'm sorry?
I just wanted to say I have a 46-inch diameter circular butterfly painting that I want to bring to them. I'm going to add some flowers and some birds into it.
Ooh,
more pop
beautiful.
art rather than fine art.
Right.
Thanks.
I feel like, okay,
I'm
the
smiling
first card
at you,
I got. Well, thank you. The first card I got is the fox. So you need to be very careful with your art. Make sure that it is, I don't know if you have your art copyrighted. I don't know if it is, make sure your signature is on it. Make sure it is known that it is yours and that they're not selling it as their own. I think that's kind of what I'm feeling in this. I also got the gamble card. I feel like this might be a risky adventure with this in particular place that you have your paintings and your art. But I also have the sun card. So there's a little confusion there. And I just feel like as long as you are protecting yourself and your art, that you will be okay. And that they will eventually start taking in your original art. But it's going to take time because I did get the clock.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So in the meantime, I would be trying to get your artwork into some other galleries as well.
Yeah, what I was getting,
Sure,
Michelle, what I was getting, hold on a second, Eileen, because I want to talk about what Michelle just said, because some of the cards I'm getting, relate to that. You're showing up as the Queen of Swords, Eileen, and she wants you to take an analytical outlook on this. Don't go with your emotions, go with smart business sense. So Michelle, for example, okay, I'm getting hold on a second. I'm getting background. I'm hearing myself twice, Eileen. I'm going to put you on hold there for a second. So Michelle, what you were saying is practical advice, right? And that's what this is. The Queen of Swords is literally the queen of practical advice. Hello.
Right.
now, will they get some of your original art in there, and will they be able to sell it? It looks like it. I got the Four of Wands, which is a celebration. I think, I think you're going to be celebrating some victories here. Now, the Four is also structure. So again, use your business sense, because this place is not, the perfect gallery necessarily because of the type of art. Again, you may have to set up some kind of structure. You might have to structure it differently. I don't know what that means. I'm not an artist. I'm not a gallery owner. Okay, so you and the gallery owner will understand what that means. I'm not here to understand that. I'm here to relate the message to you. So there's something to do with the structure that allows it to be more conducive. Also, the Tower card showed up. Now, a lot of times people see the Tower card and they go, oh my God, crash and disaster. No, not always. Okay. And in fact, in this particular reading, in the way that I asked the question, the Tower card, it's a major arcana card. It's a big fat yes. And it's a shift in foundations. This goes back to what I just said with being practical, analyzing it, thinking about it, working it out with the gallery owner, and having some kind of structure. I don't know what that means. Again, I don't know what that means, but the Tower card is telling me, Michelle, shift in foundation, from how you would normally go about something. Okay. So you may have certain beliefs, and this also goes back to my cards of the day. You may have certain beliefs about how it should happen that are holding you back, and it requires a shift there. So that I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents. And also, because you bought us a cup of coffee, usually we only do we kind of rotate through the questions, but with the people that buy us a cup of coffee, I'd like to, whoever's here, all of us pull cards. In fact, Charlotte was supposed to be here, and we would have had her pull cards too, or at least do her pendulum. Anyway, but thanks for the Eileen. Thanks for the call. We got to get moving. We got to move on here. Lots of questions.
Thank you, Eileen.
Great stuff. Great stuff. I just got a message. Nettie wanted a message from the guides. I was going to leave that for you because you can pull an oracle card or something. And then we can do Evans. But I had already hold on. Like, you click something on the switchboard, not switchboard, the chat, and it pops up this thing that gives you options, and then but you can't
Yep.
get freaking get it to go away. It's like covering all the messages now. God, I hate this. Technology is great, but I hate the way they do certain things. But Sweetie Patel had already had a question which I thought was really interesting, and I had already pulled cards on. So I'm going to go with that first, even though it's a little out of order here. Maybe you can jump on Evan's question, or pull cards for Nettie's, and then I'll do Evan's, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but Sweetie was when will my tarot card reader friend start talking with me again? And I have never heard that question in my life. Can't you go to her and have her pull cards on when she'll talk to you again? Anyway, I just found that to be absolutely hilarious. Maybe you need to pull your own cards. Just saying. Just saying. That's hilarious. What did you do to your tarot reader that she's not talking to you? But I'll tell you what I got. Okay, as far as the timing card, it's not the first card I got. I'm going to go that in a second. But a little out of order here. The lovers, getting back into this, kumbaya relationship here. It could happen in 6 days or 6 weeks or 6 months. How fast it happens is entirely up to you. You could happen, with modern technology and communications, you could have it happen in 6 hours or 6 minutes. But yeah, what I initially got was 6 days as far as the timing goes. But I got the magician card, which once again, the magician card shows up when we have these kind of questions, and literally you already have the answer. In other words, you already have the power to manifest this. If you just wait and don't do anything and wait for her to get in contact with you or him, it's not going to happen. Okay. You need to take action, and you may have to be the one that reaches out and tries to communicate. Or at the very least, you need to be setting the intention like the magician and manifesting this. Okay. It should be your focus. And basically, you're setting up a visualization that you look into, say, 5 minutes a day after you wake up in the morning before you go to sleep. I would do both. And it should be a 360-degree, 5 sensory visualization. In other words, not just what you see, but when you get back in contact with your tarot reader friend and everything's copacetic again, what's that going to look like? What does it sound like and smell like and feel like and taste like? Even create a full in-depth, like you're on the holodeck on Star Trek. Okay. And
I like that analogy.
You have the power to manifest this. All right. And it can happen really quickly. Okay. What'd you pull cards on, Michelle? Which question?
Okay. And so I have Nettie's question. She wanted a message from her guides. So I have a message that you need to stop some sort of communicating and move forward with an action. But you are stuck. You feel stuck. You are very mature. Okay, I have the mature lady card, but you're trapped somewhere in your own mind and you cannot take that movement forward. The stork is a movement card. And so what you need to do is stop chattering with others and look into your own self, look into your own higher self, That's the mature woman, and pull yourself out of the mindset that you are in so that you can move forward with whatever it is you are wanting to do. Okay? That's what I am getting for you.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Oh, Brandon came in. Enchant psychic reading. Oh, that's Christiana again.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, and she was letting us know that she bought us a cup of coffee. We already said that on air, Christiana. We already said yeah, we got a cup of coffee from you and a cup of coffee from Eileen. And then Brandon says, I'd like to get a mini reading. Again, we explained that in the beginning. You weren't here yet, Brandon. You don't ask for a mini reading. You just type in your question in the chat once. Don't keep typing it in there. We take them in the order that we go. We start at the top and we go through the order that they came in. Same with the phone calls, right? So you got to have some patience because it may take a while to get to you. And once again, the secret way to jump everybody is to go to the coffee page, psychic.cafe/coffee. Grab us a cup of coffee. Let us know in chat that you did that. We'll go right to your question. No waiting. Also, if you're on the phone lines, get into the chat on YouTube. That's the Psychic Cafe on YouTube, or just type in a new tab on your browser, psychic.cafe/live. It'll take you right in there. Get in the chat and let us know your area code and that you bought us a cup of coffee. We'll bring you on first. No waiting. Okay. And Eileen had said, thank you, Michelle and Dax. 60 years professional artist. Been copywriting my work since 1980. Very cool.
Ooh,
I was in
nice.
high school.
Oh,
They all respect me in the gallery. Yay. I sell my paintings privately on my website and art show. That's very cool.
that is
Very,
very cool.
yeah. Enchanted, which is Christiana or Krista, or I know I might be getting her confused with somebody else too that uses a similar name in the chat here. My question is, what way do you see my mediumship skills developing? Ooh, that's an interesting one. Very interesting one. And Michelle, go ahead and take her question because she is a member of the guild. That's the
That's
other
right.
secret way that we often don't talk about. We just talked about our sale and how you can join, but also you can just join as, one of our listeners. And that's one of the perks is we go right to your question first when you're one of our members. Now, we don't know all of our members or remember all the time. Christiana, of course, because we've been talking to her the last couple of days. She may be coming on as a guest co-host soon. That's right. We're going to interview her. So let us know that you're a member. Don't assume we know that you're a member. We have hundreds of members. Actually, there's hundreds on the website, but we have thousands of members since 20 years ago. So we don't even remember who all our members are. You got to remind us sometimes. So Michelle, before you do that one, listen to this one. Evans was next, and he's like, I have this idea for a soap opera, which I like to call the Southern version of the Guiding Light. And I want to manifest it into the world, but I feel like I'm running out of ideas. What should I do? So that's the one I'm going to look at. Why don't you go ahead and
Okay.
do Christiana's, because she's a member. She gets to go first. And then we're going to do some phone
Okay.
lines too.
Okay. So for Christiana, here's what I have. I have the whip and the rider. So I feel like you need to cut away some beliefs and some knowledge that you already have. And you need to this is the scythe card, and then we have the rider. And so there's some information coming in. Okay, so pay attention to the people around you who have information and messages to give you. Because when you get rid of the old beliefs, you can fill up with the new beliefs. Okay, And don't be afraid. I have the mask card. Okay, don't be afraid to have two different sides. Most people see the mask and say, oh, it's two faces and it's a negative card. But it's okay to be one person with some people and to be yourself when you are alone or with your family. However, use wisdom. This is the bird card, but it's the owls. And use wisdom when you are out in the public versus with your family, because sometimes your judgment can get clouded. Okay. And so that's what I have for you. You need to just fill yourself up. And when you are out there and you want to build yourself up, you want to, make that your new life, you've got to just start listening to what other people have to tell you and take their advice and bring it inside. Okay.
Awesome. And in a couple seconds, we'll get over to the phone lines. Oh, there's a bunch of people that called in, but their hands are not raised. So let me tell you once again, when you dial in 714-816-4628, if you want to be live on air with us, press 1 on your dial pad. That puts you up in the caller queue. Otherwise, we assume you're listening to the show and we're not going to go to your line. So press 1. Also, area code 918, you are the next caller in line. Okay, so we're going to be coming to your call first. Get ready now. Pick up that phone and get ready. 918, we're going to be coming to you. Now, that question from Evan, which is very fascinating. Okay, I've never gotten a question about creating a soap opera.
Yeah.
And I got the universe card, which is like the world card in most decks, but they call it the universe here. So right away I thought of like as the world turns. Oh my god. Anyway, this is the central focus card in the center of the spread, Evan, and it literally, it's the womb of the universe, and you see her in the like the snow and coming out of the side of the mountain here. It's so cool. Anyway, literally it's all there for you. I mean, that's the central focus. That's what it's saying. Now, what you were asking about, I'm running out of ideas. What does that mean though? Are you running out of ideas? Michelle, are you on the chat? If you see him pop in at the bottom, let me know.
I will.
So basically, Evan, I'm saying, running out of ideas. Does that mean you're running out of ideas on how to get this going, or you're running out of ideas for storylines, or what does that mean, running out of ideas? Literally, the Knight of Swords comes up saying to grab the one idea and just run with it now, which again, I love when the cards of the day set up a trend. It's the same thing again. It's just like the cards of the day said. You gotta, if you have anything that's stopping you, you need to put all that aside and just hone your skills in this area and just work on the storylines, work on the plot lines and everything. Just work on it. You gotta run with it. Now, that was the last card. So I'm kind of going backwards. But in the first cards that I pulled, I actually got the Two of Swords. Aha. So these are crossed ideas. See how her arms are crossed? She also has a blindfold on. So she's either unwilling or unable to make a decision between a couple of ideas. And you may be conscious of this. It may be a specific, Evan, it might be a specific, question. But you might not be. It might be in your subconscious mind. Unconsciously, you may have not made a decision here. You've not decided to what? Go for it. And then everything's going to flow in once you do that. By the way, there's a lot of really good opportunity here. The very first card I got, 10 of Pentacles, legacy. This could be your freaking legacy, man. I mean,
absolutely.
yes. Also, I got lastly, what did he say?
He said running out of ideas and etc. or storylines.
Storylines, yeah. See,
Storylines.
and that's what I felt it was, but I wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the secret is right here. The secret is making the decision that this is going to be your one and only thing you concentrate on, grabbing it and going for it, and then the universe will start flowing the ideas more readily to you. See, you're blocking yourself by not fully committing. And I know what he's going to say. He's going to go, oh no, I'm fully committed. Oh, because guess what? That's what everybody says. This card says, even if it's just unconscious or subconscious, you've not made the final go for it thing. And then lastly, here's the last card, Two of Cups. Who are you working with? If you're not working with someone, you need to be working with somebody. I know, people see the Two of Cups, they think romance and stuff like that. No, this is also about partnerships, any kind of partnership, including a business partnership. You may need other writers. It doesn't mean you can't take credit for everything, just because you get some other writers involved. Don't be afraid to open up to that kind of possibility. So those are the two things. Are you working with other people? And you got to fully commit. That's what I'm getting. Okay. And then after Evan, we're going to go to area code 918 shortly. By the way, 630 is after that. And then the next one, it's the mystery caller. There's no area code. Ooh. Yes. So right after that was, let's see, you did Nettie, right?
I did.
Message from the universe, the guiding, yeah. Drops of Jupiter, please. Message from the universe. And that worked out perfectly because I love Michelle to do those kinds. She's much better at it than I am. And she was next anyway. So there you go.
And this is for, let me go back.
Drops of Jupiter. I love that.
Drops of Jupiter. I do too. Okay. So, drops of Jupiter, I have the ship. And so there is some sort of travel coming up. I also have the Sun card. Maybe a vacation is in your future, near future. I don't know. But I also got the Key card. So this may be I feel like we need to have the Hermit card here. It's almost like a vacation, but I feel like it is a soul searching time away that you need to unlock your own self, because you may feel trapped and you need the time away. And that's what the Sun card is coming in at. You need to feel whole again. And the only way to do that is to take a little staycation and get yourself balanced and back into where you feel normal or you're normal. So that is what I have for you. I hope that helps you. And I hope it resonates with you.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Hang on for just a second. I just realized that I forgot to that's not it. That's not it. I forgot to set up something for later in the show here, and I just gotta geez, everything's jumping around at me here. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. Alrighty, I think I got that set up. Let's make sure everything's working good here. Oh, hold on, that's not right. Sorry, doing things right in the middle of the show here. Do you want to look for the next question in the chat? I already pulled cards for Brandon. I'd like to get a mini reading, and then later on he had said, "What does spirit guides want me to know?" I already have that question ready to go.
Okay.
By the way, Desiree came in and Eric.
Yes.
I wanted to say hi to them. And Desiree's question was, any message for my love life would absolutely appreciate it. Why don't you go ahead with that one? And then
Okay.
after I get done fixing this, I will come back with who was it? Brandon's question.
Right. Okay. So for Desiree's love life, we have
Dun, 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 dun.
okay. We have the mountain card. So for some reason, there's an obstacle somewhere in this relationship. I don't know if there's already a relationship or if there is one you are looking for. However, I also got the cross card. So, whatever burden you are carrying, and that may be a belief, that may be a thought about relationships, you need to get rid of it. You need to learn a new way of how to be in a relationship, maybe, or how to be in a relationship with someone who is different than what you're used to. Because the next card I got is the ring. And so there is definitely a relationship. Whether it's an old one or a new one, I do not know. But get over the obstacle, let go of whatever it is you need to let go of, and learn new things and get ready because there is a new commitment coming.
Mm, mm. Oh, by the way, for Evan, something came to me after we were done doing the reading for him and everything. It popped in my head because, he had said, and I have his question here again, Southern version of the guiding light. And I'm like, yeah, okay, then just add vampires and potentially time travel. Okay, so if you add those two to it, it will be a super hit.
Yes.
Southern guiding light. And, if you're doing Louisiana, you got vampires, right? So there you go.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yep.
telling you, there's more storylines than you can, shake a stick at
Yes.
there.
Yes.
You know,
And if you think he's crazy, check out Days of Our Lives, a very popular soap opera. One of
mm-hmm.
the main characters has been possessed by the devil like 3 times in
3
this
times.
past decade. So vampires is really not too far of a
Yeah, I
stretch.
mean, it doesn't have to be the whole thing. It could be one part
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
What was that? What was that one from with the vampire that was the soap opera, and it was like the 1960s? And oh Jesus, and I can actually see the guy in my head right now, but I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, I'm not saying turn your entire soap opera into that. I'm saying here's a little side, like third level storyline that's going on along with everything else with the main plots. Um, there was that question, and now I'm lost again. Brandon's question: what do my spirit guides want me to know? And okay, there is something that is dead, fini, over. This is literally overkill when you get any of the 10 cards. Okay, this is the 10 of swords, thoughts and ideas. All right, so you're overthinking something, and also, just it's done. It's like one chapter in your life is closing, no pun intended, continuing on from the Evan thing chapter in your life. Anyway,
Uh,
one door closes, another door opens. Don't be afraid to open that other door and step through it. I feel like you're stuck in something where you're overthinking it. You need to just realize the old version of this or the past of it, whatever it is over. It's done. You're beating a dead horse. Okay. Open the door, step through it, close the door. And then you get the Page of Pentacles, which is the new opportunity. And he's studying that pentacle. Yeah. Pentacles, obviously earth, the earth element. So it's about the material realm, and typically is talking about, businesses and career, things like that. Wands are connected a lot with that too, but In this case, he's the student here. You may actually, this new door that you step into involve new skills, which, hello, is that not also, Michelle, again, card of the day stuff? We
Yep.
had that
Yep.
Eight of Pentacles, and we had that Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles is focusing in on that one new skill and honing it, and it may require you to do some learning and stuff like that. Anyway, that's what I got for Brandon. And then let's see. Who did you just do?
Okay, so I just pulled for
Was it Desiree?
Shreveya.
Was it Desiree?
Oh, that I just did? Yes.
Okay, you already did Desiree, because we need to go back to the phone lines. So hold your cards for Surveya. Sam just came in also. So go ahead and put your questions in, and we'll come back to the chat in a minute. But I promise we're going to go back to the phone lines. Area code 918's been waiting the longest. Hello, 918. Are you there?
I am here.
Hi, hon. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
My name is Shelley, and I'm calling from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Wow, I can't remember the last time we got an Oklahoma call. Nebraska?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute. What's going on, Shell?
Well, I was just wondering if you could give me some insight on a job. I've been looking for a job. I mean, I have one, but I don't like it, so I want another one. So I'm hoping something's going to be in my near future.
Oh, cool. Michelle, you go ahead and pull. I'm going to pull a timing card, but you go ahead and pull cards.
Okay.
Informational.
Okay, informational. Here we go. So I have the first card I pulled is the book. So you need to do some research. You need to look for a job that is more than a job, but something that's going to make you feel not stressed, something you want to go to. Okay, the next card I got is the bridge. So it needs to be something you are willing to cross that bridge for. Because, some people have a fear of bridges. So what are you afraid of that you are willing to go over to the other side for? And then I got the house. And again, that goes along with, again, feeling that safety, okay? You need to do the research and find a job that's going to make you feel safe. Okay, it needs to feel like home for you. I feel like you are the type that you need to be in an environment where you feel that comfort zone. So that's where the book is going to come in for you. Do the research and really find out what is going to make you happy, and then go for that position.
Awesome.
Okay. Does that help at all?
And then I got more though, Shell. For the timing card, I'm getting the Nine of Swords. Swords are very fast moving. I feel like that could be as quick as 9 days. And Michelle, look how the swords are flying through the air. This is literally the card of, and you know how swords are lots of thoughts and ideas. And this is, in addition to the normal meaning, which is like, obviously this woman just woke up in the middle of the night with nightmares. It's the, being kept up in the middle of the night, worrying about things. It's overthinking. So I feel like there's overthinking going on. But this is the other thing, Michelle and Shelley. But Michelle's looking at the card, and it's, if you ever thought about it with this particular version in the Llewellyn deck, look how the swords look like they're flying through the air, almost like the Eight of Wands. By the way, the Eight of Wands would be another good one for this contemporary meaning that I'm seeing right now, which is literally throwing anything and everything at the wall till something sticks.
Yes.
And we see that a lot with our job seekers, with the people that come on and ask questions about getting the next job. And because it's another job where they prefer it to be obviously, better and nicer than the one they have right now, but because it's still just a job and not a career move, what we tend to do is send out hundreds and hundreds of resumes and just hoping something sticks. That's not how the law of attraction works. So when this comes up, I always tell people, okay, you need to get really clear and focused on exactly how you want to be working and where you want to be working and what you want to be doing. And then the specific company with that specific position, period. That's all you apply for. You don't apply for every job out there. You focus in on, I'm manifesting this. You can only manifest what you focus on. If you do what I call the scatter gun approach, and just throw it against the wall, see what sticks. It's like putting a dozen or 50 or 100 addresses into your GPS, and you're thinking your car is going to figure out where the hell you want to go. We think we're helping ourselves. We think we're helping ourselves by the scattergun approach. And hey, there are probably recruiters out there. There are probably, high school counselors and all telling people that's what you do, because they're not thinking of the law of attraction. They're not thinking of attracting in the right job for Shelley. They're thinking, get whatever you can get. And that's not what you want here, especially because you're not happy where you are now. So at the very least, start off with focusing on like taking a piece of paper out and a pen. No, don't type this into your pad, your phone, your computer. No, get a real pad of paper. And if you have to, because you don't have one anymore, because people don't even know what they are, there's these, you can go out to the dime store and you can buy this thing. It's called a pen, and you write with it with your hand. Yeah. Well, there's something magical when we write things instead of typing them out. So get yourself a piece of paper, and every day you're going to write down, what does this job look like and smell like and taste like and feel like? I mean, literally, what are you doing day to day? What are your coworkers like? What is your boss like? You want to, you could start off with writing down everything on the left side, draw a line down the middle, write down everything on the left side that you hate about your current job. And then what's the opposite of that, and write it on the right side. Then tear it in half, burn the left side, because you don't want that anymore, right? And just focus every day on what you want. If you can't get specific, I want to work at this particular location of IBM, and I'm going to be doing this exact thing in this programming department, blah, 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 sitting in this very cubicle. If you can't narrow it down that much, at least start off with getting really specific on what you want the job to be like, and you'll be shocked at what happens. The universe will start putting people and places and things in your path, and it'll lead you down where you're going to be able to get even more narrow and narrow it down. So give that a try, and then let us know, Shell.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Thanks for the call.
I will definitely keep you posted.
All righty. She's going to definitely keep us posted.
Awesome. Yeah.
And we're almost out of here, so we want to take the last call and questions as fast as possible. By the way, we're about to end the show, so we probably are not going to get to you, but don't worry, we're going to have a show tomorrow, which is hopefully Ellie Moonchild's going to be with me, and maybe Michelle will pop on. You never know. And we had a great show. I think we ended up having to have Charlotte come on because Eileen. We did so much with Eileen today. Ellie, was unable to make it. I'm hoping she can make it tomorrow. And Michelle and Charlotte, if you're out there, if you want to come join us, let's try to get as many of us as we can. And you can call in tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. San Diego time, 9:30 p.m. New York time. And then what else was I going to say? Coming up this weekend, we've got Michelle's Mystic Corner on Saturday. Oh, actually, no, that's 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
No, that's 2 weeks. Yeah.
That's 2 weeks. Yeah. This is our week that always throws me off because the first Saturday and Sunday of the month, we don't do a show. So
that's right.
Scratch all that. We're not doing a show. But I might as well tell you that Michelle's Mystic Corner is going to be on obviously the second and fourth Saturdays of the month. So the next one's the 14th. And then
14th.
Our next Q&A, our live Zoom session, we do a live Zoom discussion and Q&A at the same time as our weekend shows, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. London, psychic.cafe/Zoom. Go over and check that out. You can join us. You can ask anything you want, and we will answer all of your questions about tarot, numerology, anything you want to ask a question about, not personal questions, but this is it's very similar. We let you ask all those questions on these shows, but the difference is with the Zoom session is it's just a handful of us. It's intimate. It's private. We don't record it. We don't broadcast it. You can ask anything you want. We don't do personal readings, but you can ask any question about tarot or numerology. You can also ask about the Psychic Cafe, how to put your business on there if you're a psychic or a reader, how to become a certified reader, joining the guild, setting up your profile and your link. My mind is blank, Michelle. Your custom link that you get.
Right. Your website link.
Yeah. For your pages on psychic.cafe. Yes, you can set up your whole business on there, especially if you're new and you don't have a website yet.
Mm-hmm.
And you can ask us questions about becoming a host here on the network. In fact, we've got a couple of people that are going to be joining us on Sunday for a private Zoom, where we're going to be talking about them, their members, and talking to them about coming on and getting interviewed. That's one of the perks of being a member again. And also coming on as a guest co-host on these shows, which is another perk. And then if you want to go even further, you can become a regular co-host on these shows, or even start your own private show, custom show, I should call it, like Michelle's Mystic Corner that we were just talking about. Yep. So there you go. That's everything coming up. Just wanted to touch on all that. 630 is the next caller waiting the longest. 630.
Hi,
Hello?
thanks for taking my call.
Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Dion, and I'm calling from North Carolina.
Dion from North Carolina? Cool.
Hi, Dion. How are you?
Yeah. I'm good. So my question is I did like a side job, like a side hustle, I guess you could call it. And I just wanted to know if you see me getting paid on that, and if so, when. Like, I feel like I will, but I don't know if it'll be like as quick as I want to or whatever, but you just never know.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So here's what I found. I found that first off, I have the tower card, which is where the government is. So to get that money, you're dealing with basically a government entity. And they are slow.
Exactly.
But
yes.
And in some cases, especially when you're dealing with not a lower pay, a lower company. That's not exactly what I mean. But they will go into You have one company and they go to a different company for their accounting, and then they go through a different company for more help. And so you could be looking at, a couple of months to get a payment that is so small for, a lower pay that takes forever. But I got the Clover card, so there is some good luck coming. And then I have the Star card. So it is coming. It's the travel card.
Mm.
And it will be here quickly. It just won't be as quickly because this travel card is a slower moving, taking a little more time. Okay. And that goes along with the Tower and the Government card. So it is on its way. It's just taking its time. It's got to go from one hand to another before it gets to you.
I think it can take a month.
That's
Yeah.
a month?
Yeah, a week or a month. Because I'm getting here, let me show you real quick. So Michelle was doing the Learn Them On. I love how, you're showing it in that system, and then I'm doing the tarot.
Yes.
Five of Pentacles, literally left out in the cold here, that's kind of how you're feeling. You're waiting for this, right? But then I get the Ace of Pentacles, literally coin in hand, right, Michelle? So yeah, I agree with Michelle. You're definitely going to get it. Now, remember, it's an ace, so that's a 1. So for timing wise, 1 week, 1 month, something like that. Yep.
That's very accurate read, because I didn't say who I did the job for.
I know.
What's so funny is when you said the travel card, I plan on taking a portion of it and going on vacation.
That's
wow.
So thank you.
Nice.
Wow. Well, thanks for
calling.
That
is awesome.
That's very reassuring.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You are so welcome.
We got to get out of here because we're, past the bottom of the hour. Oh, Michelle, when you said about, the government, right away, I was like, what? How did she get that? Because when she said a gig job, the very last thing I thought of would be a government entity to work for, so, and you were like dead on, and it's like, oh my God, just amazing. Yep. Hey, I wanted to let everybody know, I just put a link, psychic.cafe/events. And if you're on our website, Psychic Cafe, just click events. But that's the URL that takes you right to the events page, psychic.cafe/events. I don't think we put that URL out there enough, Michelle. And literally that's all of our upcoming shows and other special events and things happening, workshops, our Zoom Q&A discussion, everything's on there, so if we don't get to your question today, then just, check for the next shows coming up and stuff. I don't know. Let me check the host links here. Oh, look, I did put your link up there. Yay. Wow. Psychic.cafe/Michelle. That's what I was saying about custom links for members. Yeah, you get your own custom page. You get your own blog. You get your own event section. Post your events, articles, blog posts, of course, videos, pictures, anything in your state. You can do status updates just like Facebook, everything on your page, which also goes on the main feed. We call it the stream, and that's the community page, has everything on it. And you can get just like Michelle here, but in between shows or to contact her, I know you have a sale going on. I think it's $50 for the fall. For readings?
For September for and I didn't put specifics in there, which I probably should have.
That's okay.
but it's $50 for reading, tarot readings, numerology, and to get started with like spiritual life coaching.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
yes. And
and the dog said, yes, go book a reading with Michelle. Psychic.cafe/Michelle. Now you have to sign up on the website to use the button. There's a envelope icon where you can chat live with Michelle if she's on the website at that moment. If not, when you type something in there, it becomes a private message, and she'll get an email that she just got a private message from you, and then she'll come and answer. And that's how you can, talk to her about booking a reading. I'm psychic.cafe/Dax. There's our coffee URL. And then again, don't forget the Labor Day sale, psychic.cafe/Labor Day. I did want to mention something, and that is, let's see if I can find it here real quick. We've got that professionals package. You join the guild and you get your professional certification. It's 30% off for $149. But I know some of you are members. And of course, if you're a lifetime member, certification is included. But if you're an annual member and you don't obviously want to get the membership because you're already a member, go to the Tarot Guild members group on the website, Psychic Cafe, and I have a link there where you can get your certification for half price, $69, if you're already a member. Now, if you want to get this package, you can, and then when your annual membership runs out, we'll tack on another year, obviously. Yeah, that's how that works. And if you want my course, get the big package, $199 there. Yeah. And you can also book your readings with me on that page as well.
mm-hmm.
Awesome sauce. Anyway, I think I had mentioned coming back to Sam, but I'm trying to figure this out because it had a bunch of things here. And I know you pulled cards for Shravia.
Yes.
You had already pulled cards.
Find her.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and do Shravia? Because you said you already pulled cards for her.
Yes, I have her cards.
And then I'll check.
There she is. Okay. Okay, so she asked, let's see, can you help me with how my career, it's got to be in what domain suits me? And so a little hard to understand, but I think I've got this. So here's what I have. I've got the birds, okay, and I've got the labyrinth card. So wisdom with being trapped. So I feel like you are going to be in a domain, also the garden, large groups, with, I feel like you're a healer. So you're going to be, I feel like you should be helping other people, maybe be towards a counselor or, someone in the health industry. You're a very loyal person. This is just things that I am feeling with these cards. We have the dog, which is loyalty. This shows who your personality is. So if you're loyal and you need to be helping other people feel untrapped, getting themselves out there using your wisdom, then you are possibly in the career to help other people. So I hope that helps you. I hope that resonates with you.
Very awesome. Very awesome. Okay. And I did want to let's see. I was gonna promote Maria's book. It's her revised edition. And the link, I'm going to pop it up on the screen here, psychic.cafe angel book to grab Maria's book. There you go. Okay. And then the question I checked it out, and our fabulous moderator Dan has been working with Sam in there. Sam had a question about his son and then brought up health, and then and Dan's like, even if he's not underage, psychic peeping toming, plus we're not allowed to answer health questions. And Sam said, no, he is under 18, and it's like, okay, yeah. So we can't do that. But the very next question was, I think, Venkateshwar. I'm just going to say Venk.
Right.
And there was one before that with I for little brother. Okay. Will I be moving next year? So if you can pull something on that, Michelle, real quick. I'm gonna answer Venk's question, even though it came after I, because we missed that one. And also, in general, I wouldn't normally even answer any of this and Dan actually brought this up because they're from India, asking about this one girl that troubled this person a lot, tortured me, harassed me. When will I get to take my revenge? It's like, okay, we don't condone revenge. Okay, and not only the negativity, but just that's just not right. And then Venk said something about current general reading. I think maybe he switched to Michelle to like a general reading.
Yes.
But this is what I'm getting. Okay, you need to take a time out. And we know that from your first question. The Hermit card, you literally need to, you're worried about getting revenge on this other person when actually you should be figuring out what's your issue, man. There's something wrong with you. You need to take a step back. And sometimes the Hermit card refers to inquiring with a learned mentor. Okay. So you might want to get a little help and figure your own self out and not worry so much about other people, why they did what they did, getting revenge on them, things like that. The other card that came up with this is the King of Cups. Again, cups are emotions, and the King of Cups is the most in control of, his emotions. And when you're in control of your emotions, even though everything is chaos around you, you're able to sit on that solid throne. And, the King of Cups need not take revenge on anybody, because his emotions are see, revenge comes from a dark place, and it comes from unchecked emotion, whereas he's in control of the emotions. So there's your message. And then this is going to be, I think, the last one. What did you get, Michelle? Sorry, everybody else. Julia just popped in. Hi, Julia. And I just wanted to mention real quick, Michelle, Prawn that came in, and Kite and Julia and everybody. I'm sorry we're not going to be able to get to your questions, but we wanted to keep this to an hour, and we are already like, what, 18 minutes over?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this could be the last one. Go ahead, Michelle.
Okay. So you said, let's see, we were doing then. Okay. So I got, it is time to look very deeply at your situation. Okay. Look at your intentions for this situation and start with being grateful for who you are, for the positive things that you have to share. Okay. And when I get the bird card, sometimes it's a very negative, you're chattering too much. But this is where you need to share your gifts and start chatting more with what you are grateful for. So, not just what you're grateful for, but what you have to share. Start using your gifts to give to others so that they can start growing. Okay. that is what I have for you here.
Awesome. So thanks for being here with me, Michelle. This was a lot
Thank
of
you so
fun.
much.
Remember, if we didn't get to your call or your question tomorrow, Ellie hopefully will be here. Maybe Michelle too, maybe Charlotte too. We'll see.
Yeah.
So come join us tomorrow and we'll see you then. We're just gonna get out of here. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.